Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. So, hey, everybody over here on Facebook land or on YouTube or LinkedIn, however you may be catching this replay, I greatly appreciate you guys. I am Altovise Pelzer, the voice coach, not a voice coach, but the voice coach, professional speaker, certified life coach, and Amazon best-selling author. I am the host of the Speak Easy podcast, literally, where we talk about the behind is to be a speaker or an author. I come to you guys literally several times during the week to talk about all of this stuff behind the scenes that people normally don't want to talk about. And the reality is this is a good one. How you show up for you, how you show up is how your business shows up. And as an author or a speaker, you are the brand, you are the CEO, you are the business. And so if you show up any old type of way, then people are going to think that that's how you do business. And that's just, and I know. We don't want to think like that. We don't want to talk like that because we're like, no, that can't be right. Hey, Eric. Hey, Fatima. We don't want to think like that. We don't want to talk like that because we're like, no, people should just appreciate me and take me for who I am. Nah. We wish, hey, Stefan, listen, we wish that it was that people just took us for how we were. Hey, Lester, how are you? But the reality is how you show up is how your brand shows up. Hey, Shannon, how are you? Literally. And so every time you do a speaking engagement, every time you go and do an event, every time you go and you're selling, oh, I appreciate you as well. You're showing off your things. You're showing off what you have to offer. Guess what? How you show up is how your brand is showing up. So how will you show up this year? And so I'm waiting for, there's my guest. I'll add my guest into the broadcast. And so I have my guest coming in today. Her name is Violesia Tull, and they do Fashion Week tours. She does personal styling and my goodness, personal shopping, things of that nature. There she is. Hey, sis.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. And so, I think a lot of times we forget. We get comfortable, or we've been doing it for such an amount of time that we forget to show up in a certain way when it comes to things connected to our brand. And
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Okay, it was breaking up earlier.
Okay. All right.
There it is.
Tell them a little about yourself. Tell them about you.
Okay, so I want to thank you so much for having me on. So I'm Violesia with Fashionably Chic Tour. And what I do is I help women to make a powerful statement in terms of their wardrobe. And that's funny that you're talking about showing up for your brand, because that's one of the ways you can show up for yourself. It's just the statement that you decide to make in your clothing when your words aren't, being that voice for you. So I started Fashionably Chic Tour back in 2010. And what I do is take women on these fabulous shopping excursions to the wonderful boutiques around the world. So that's what I do. I'm also an author and designer. This is one of my pieces.
Yes, and you just made a powerful statement because, and hey, Joanna, how are you? When we decide that we're going to have this signature look, when we decide, first of all, when we actually step up and decide to be the face of our brand, that's taking on a lot. Because when we think about a brand and the face of the brand, that means that literally people are watching your every move. They're watching what you do, what you say, but watching what you wear.
That's so true.
Definitely.
Sad to say that's your voice before you speak, and it's like your first time expression. And as much as we try to say, as much as we try to get around of saying, I'm not going to put too much thought into what I wear, really, if you are a walking brand, and I was just talking to someone today, I said we don't have that big old budget like Macy's or these really big department stores. So when someone sees you, what are they going to see that day? What is your language going to speak to the world when they see you? And we all fall in those moments where we have a little funk. I had it. I mean, I recently lost my car, I had an accident and so forth, and you did not want to have seen me a couple days ago. I was like in hibernation mode. So I get we have those moments. But the moment that we decide to walk out the door, be on point, because you don't know when you're going to meet your ideal client. We are our walk-in advertisement when it comes to small business. We just are. And if you don't have a budget for advertisement, you be your budget by showing up for yourself and what you wear. And most of the times, and I know you do a lot on speaking, but most of the times what you wear is the language a person hears before you speak. And they're like, okay, yeah, sure. So why don't you go figure out what it is that you want to have together first, because your words is
Right.
powerful to me, but all I can see is you didn't really put much care into what it is that you're representing. And sometimes, and as much as, I mean, we can't get around it. Style is a part of our everyday life. Fashion is a part of our everyday life, even if we decide to put on a t-shirt and jeans.
Yes, indeed. You're
So,
right about. And so that whole process of coming up with your signature look, coming up with your signature style, I know I don't like to shop. Like, anybody who knows me knows I will hand over my card and send somebody else to shop before I step foot in the store. That's just me. I'm just so
okay,
anti-shop. But I know what I like. Like, I know certain colors that I
okay.
like, certain styles that I like, but not everybody in that headspace. So when you get somebody in the beginning stages of saying, okay, let's find your signature look, what are some things that you look at, or some of the things you ask them?
So some of the things I really focus on with my clients is I love to always come from the standpoint of just seeing where they are, where they've been, and where they are now with their confidence, and what statements that what is their goal, and where are they at in terms of their career, if they're a business owner, if they want to do more speaking engagement. So I generally like to set it up to find out what their goal is, and kind of and build their wardrobe based upon their lifestyle. Because if you have a woman who's going to be going doing conferences and she's going to be speaking, then I need to tailor her wardrobe to that particular image, because that's something that's her money. You know what I mean? And so if you have a woman whose lifestyle is that of, as we stated earlier, she can't pay for advertisement. So
Right.
then we have to figure out how she can, how her everyday look needs to be on point, even if she's not looking all blingy or flashy or suited up every day, but she still needs to have a well polished image. You know what I mean? So that's where I start in terms of that, just figuring out what her goals is and where she see herself going in terms of her style.
I love I know I literally just saw a video of a gentleman who was going out, and he was going out and giving suits to people. So college students, high school students, and it was interesting he was getting from the community and from some people. Like, why are you is
Hold on, it's breaking out.
oh,
Move
can you
back and
hear me
forth a
now?
little. Okay, yeah. Okay.
That demographic is the age range that we're talking about. Their pants are hanging around their ankles, or
Oh
that
gosh.
they don't look well dressed when they walk out the door. So him stepping up and giving students and confident suits major. It mindset
Yes. Yes.
on so many different levels. And that's what it is. It's because you show up different.
You
Even with
do. I
literally,
agree.
especially a tailored suit. Most, let's be honest,
Yes.
most men do
Yes.
not know. Well, not, I won't say most. A good percentage of men do not know anything
Mm-hmm.
about a tailored suit.
Right. That's true. That's so true. And one of the things too, like when you said, when and I saw that picture too, I saw that a video clip of the young men. And one thing I did notice that they was very confident in the way they was carrying themselves, just their posture, their posture, um, their speaking, just everything just changed. And it's such a powerful statement to be made that, it says a lot when we take the time to really put into what we wear, how much it can just change your whole thinking about yourself. You know what I mean? And it was a
Definitely.
beautiful sight to see those young men in some suits. I mean, that was like a really big throwback. So I say
Right?
that if I would love to bring back the moments of, and when I was in high school, was always those moments of dress for success. Wednesday was always dress for success day. And girl, I would show up with my pantsuit on because in my mind, I was like, I'm going places. I had started my first little business. I started my first business in high school. I was probably like in the ninth grade, and I had recruited some women to sell some household goods. I didn't know what in the world what I was doing, but when I put on that suit told me I was a businesswoman. And it's just amazing, just those little things that can really change and give yourself some confidence, you know? So
Yeah,
what you
that's
wear,
definitely.
is a true statement. We hear it, we hear it said a lot that when you look good, you feel good, but it is certainly a true statement that when you do look good, you start to feel good. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
exactly,
can definitely
confidence.
appreciate. And so for me, I know that 2017 was, a big year for me with doing some major things in my business. And I said that 2018, I'm doing even more. So there were some things that I had to focus on. And it was, getting some structures, some infrastructure things together for my business. But for me physically, I had to get back to working out. And then I had to get some clothes. Like, ugh, I don't have clothes because I don't shop. But I know that there is certain colors that you can wear um, that are better for speaking and things of that nature that make people comfortable and come in to talk to you. And so things like I started noticing and being told things like that as I move forward in getting my have some engagements coming up. What would you say should be like the way you see already? Because I wear them all, but as far as out there that are really, popular right now for speakers, I know I see a lot now. One that I won't get into is that the big frilly stuff around the neck.
Okay. The bibs, yeah, the bib
Can't do
necklaces.
that. Yeah, I can't do the big necklaces or or some people have the big ruffles around their neck. Yeah, I can't do that one at all. But,
Yeah.
but that part, that is important. I need to, I'm like, okay, so what are some things that I should be looking out for? What are some key pieces that I should have?
Well, I was just having this talk with myself, aka bathroom mirror talk. Everything goes down in the bathroom, standing in the mirror, the whole conversation. So one of the things I would definitely say, I would recommend and suggest is if you are if you want to have that look, you can never go wrong with having the right accessories. the right accessories. And I did see you wear one time, you had on a really nice little black dress, and you had on a white blazer. That look right there was just a nice polished but simple look. You could not have gone wrong or messed it up at all. And if you're just that woman who is like, I'm kind of like teeter-tattering on, with my style, but I don't know which direction to go with it, then I would say that little black dress is your foundation where you can build upon that look with adding some really nice accessories. Even like if you do like a simple ring, if you're not that person that wants all that ruffles on your neck because you're hot, you're going to be sweating, moving around, and you just want to be free, then most certainly a little black dress, and you can't go wrong with having multiple colors of blazers. And
Yeah,
they
now,
can be
and
nice tailored blazers.
I love blazers.
Yes. Nice tailored blazers, but think accessories like you can do your belts because you can always belt your suits, your suit jacket. Even if you have like a long duster, you can always belt your duster with your little black dress if you're doing speaking engagements or so
Okay.
forth. But definitely accessories. And if you're not big on the whole bib, think about some accessories that you can wear as far as your earrings and your rings. If you don't wear rings, but something simple. Like for me, I'm not the whole woman who loves to have tons of rings on her all over her finger. But I did see Rachel Zoe. She's an awesome, phenomenal stylist, and she had like tons of rings all over her finger. But it was really pretty and stylish. But if you're like, I want a signature ring, you can just do like one little simple ring like this. It's a statement maker.
Understand. So yeah, I
Yeah.
do rings, and I'm always looking for like bigger, like nice size earrings, um, that stand like that are different. And
Mm-hmm.
I do a lot of necklaces. I have some, but I don't do a lot of necklaces. But yeah, I love blazers. Blazers are because listen, I am okay. Lazy. I'll just put it out there. Y'all know I'm transparent. If you've been following this for any length of time,
Oh,
you know.
it's breaking up really bad.
Oh no. Let's see.
Can you move back and forth, maybe?
There we go.
Okay,
I am very transparent. I
that's better.
am lazy when it comes to fashion. I'm very lazy. If I can go and throw something together, I will throw it together. So I am the type of person that I have tank tops and blazers, and I will go through tank tops and blazers
Oh,
and mix up.
that's cute too because you can do a tank top and blazer and still pull it off the look. But again, you want to have the right accessories if that's going to be your go-to look all the time. You want to have a popping earring on. That's kind of
Hmm.
like your statement like piece. Like you can even do like with your blazer and your tank top with like some statement piece earrings like this because you want to be that attention grabber. It's like, oh, I didn't put too much thought into it, but I did. You know what I mean? I did, and
Exactly. And
still
so
and still being and still and,
oh
and still staying true. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
And I was just saying, yeah, I was just saying, and still staying true to your authentic self, which is very important too.
And I think that was a biggie
Yeah.
for me because I felt like when you look at a speaker or you look at an author, it's kind of like you're like, oh, they're so pressed and polished. Oh,
Right.
they have this, and they have that on, and that wasn't me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I realized
Exactly.
me when at an awards, an author awards gathering this year, and everybody's in there with these long gowns, and I mean, like they're like they're at the like they're Golden Globes or the Oscars. I mean, they are like dressed to the nines, and I walk in with this
Right.
knee-length yellow dress, bright yellow dress.
Ah!
And I am the brightest thing in the room.
Right. Girl, at least you was standing out, honey.
And
Yes,
is
statement
I
maker,
looked
honey.
around and it was like, oh, oh, that's what I was supposed to wear. Oh.
Right.
But yes, I walked in with my bright yellow dress on, and I even had one of the women. She walked over, looked at me. She said, "I love your dress. You." She said, "I love your dress." Now, the funny thing is, I'm an introvert, so I'm quiet in the crowd. So it was like my dress did the whole crowd.
Hold on. It's breaking up again.
Oh,
It's breaking up again.
there we go. Stood out in the whole crowd. Like everybody was just like, "Oh my goodness, I love your dress. Oh, that is so cute." But I was looking around at everybody else and going, "Yeah, I'm so underdressed for this particular event."
Well, you know what? It's funny because you wore a dress that caused everybody to notice you and say something to you, and it's like, oh my gosh, I have to talk to these folks. So
Exactly.
you're that fashion hiding. You're that girl who likes to hide, but then you didn't hide this time. You was like the brightest one in the room. Yes, honey, slay.
Yes. I was like, oh my goodness, what did I do? And I know that
Right.
when I do live events, part of my look, I always do one of the days with a unicorn shirt on and a blazer. So I'll do jeans,
Okay.
unicorn blazer, or some cute jeggings or some cute pants, and my unicorn shirt and a blazer. Like that, whatever event I do, if I'm there for more than one day, that's one of the looks that I have. So that's been like
Right.
that's been my
Yeah, like your signature look. Okay. And
so
that's
guys.
good. That's good.
We appreciate you guys. Come on in, share out the broadcast. If you have any questions,
Yes.
put them in the comments. That trade. If you go to www.careergear.com, you can get help preparing for your job interviews if you're a man or a woman. So that's a great resource for you guys there. And yeah,
And is it okay if I share my link?
oh, you sure can, definitely.
So yeah, I would certainly love to connect with you ladies who are looking to just revamp and update your style or just have a style consultation. You can definitely go to bent.ly/NYFW2018 and sign up. I do have a free gift there where you can, yes, a nice free gift just for you for compliments of Miss Altovise Pauser, the voice coach. I can't do your voice. The voice coach. I can't. No, I'm not even gonna try. I tried. Failure. And yeah, we can definitely book a discovery call. I'm sorry, say it again, Altovise.
I said that's amazing. Definitely. And let me see, I'm going to pin it to the top of the comments. So, guys, those of you that have been joining in, I want to let you know before we continue on that this particular episode is being sponsored by the Power of Words Telesummit. That is bit.ly/word power summit as the Power of Words Summit, where you will be getting some great dynamic information so that way you find to build your business. And hey, Nicole, how are
Oh,
you?
it's breaking up really bad. Altovise is still breaking up.
Hold on one. Hey, Stacy. Oh, there we go. It is doing what it wants to do today. Facebook is not being loyal
I
today.
know. I know.
It's not being loyal, but that's okay. We're gonna try it on. And so,
That's right.
with all of that, written a book. So tell us a little bit
Yes.
about the book.
So the book is an anthology called Reposition Crowns, and it's a powerful story of women who have overcome their adversities of whether it's been domestic violence, abuse, marriage situations of a wide variety of different stories. And my story happens to be about sexual abuse and my upbringing. From the age of 5 years old till I was 14, I was sexually abused and dealing with sex trafficking, just introduced to pornography at an early age, and just my relationship, my relationship, how my upbringing had affected my relationship with men and my confidence. So I'm really excited to have written that book. I do see myself writing another book because I would like to do something in terms of confidence in the way women, in terms of style and her confidence. Because a lot of times when I just know growing up, I saw how I didn't want to wear certain things because I didn't want anyone noticing me. I felt like I was a target for men to molest me. So I remember one time standing on a bus stop with my mom, and I looked at her. I probably was like 13. I was like probably like 13 or 14. And I said, Mom, why would you buy me these short shorts? I said, I don't want anyone looking at me that would potentially be a target for me to be molested again. And from there, I just knew that if I'm not alone in terms of how your confidence really it really impact the way you dress, then I'm sure there's other women who have gone through not just that, but maybe verbal abuse with, and they're still stuck in terms of what they allow themselves to dive into in terms of style. You know, so I recently was doing, not recently, about a year ago, I was working with this organization called Speak Life Tour, and it was having a photo shoot launch. I had the pleasure of working with her models and doing some styling, and this one model would just not stay out the bathroom. I kept saying, where is this model at? Why does she keep going in the bathroom? I was saying this to myself. I said something to the president of the organization. I said, is everything...
Oh, I think we lost Violesia. No worries, no worries. We'll bring her back in. Awesome. So we have been talking with Violesia Tull. For those of you who have come in, hey, Tawaski. Hey, Lorraine. How are you guys? And so, okay, you're back.
Yes, it just knocked me out. So, so she kept going in the bathroom, and then when she would come in front of the camera, she was just like, do I look okay? Is this fitting right? She wanted to hide her nails. I said, listen, I said, everything about you is absolutely stunning. If you don't tell yourself that, everything is going to show up in that camera. You are beautiful. And I kept telling her, she kept running in the bathroom. After every shot we took, she ran in the bathroom. And I was like, okay, I was like, Lord, what is going on? And I just kept reassuring her. And then right after the photo shoot, you know, she sent the founder of the organization a message, and she was like, you know, I just want to say that I really appreciate the photo shoot today. The stylist that you had on board really was impactful to me. She don't know what it meant, even though I kept running in the bathroom. She was like, I grew up with just dealing with verbal abuse, and my family members telling me that I'm unattractive and everything that I wear is just very ugly on me. And this is a grown woman. And she was just saying all these things, and I had no clue. And I was just like, well, God, thank you so much that I had the patience enough to just, you know, press past, you know, her running in the bathroom. I had no clue that she was overcoming some mental roadblocks. It was just crazy. It was crazy. And I was just like, I'm glad that I was able to be that voice to her for that moment. And she was just in tears when she was talking to the founder. She was like, I have not done this in so long because of this reason. So us women, we have so many different barriers. And I was like, if I can be a voice to that woman in terms of her finding her style and being confident again, then that's what I enjoy doing. That's what I want to do. And I
Oh,
had the opportunity of doing so.
wow, that speaks volumes because there are a lot of women that, and Nicole said it in the comments, she says she still likes to dress down because she doesn't want to look too attractive. And
Mm,
then, so it becomes thorn in our side.
yeah.
We don't, not that we have to wear something tight to be attractive. It's not that we can be fully clothed and still look very attractive. And
Yes.
so it kind of with us because we don't show up as our greatest selves for the event or for business or for an opportunity. We're not showing up the greatest level of ourselves that we can show up, and we leave
Right.
ourselves at the
Exactly. Exactly. And like what Nicole said, she's still dressed down because she doesn't want to look attractive. And even with that, I feel that we deserve, if it's not for a whole week, but we deserve for at least twice or three times out of the week to look good, to do something fabulous for ourselves. And if that gentleman walking down the street or in passing can't respect our presence, then we keep it moving. But don't allow people or looking attractive to keep you stuck in that box, because even in that box, you still know this is not my authentic self. This isn't me. I used to wear long skirts, and not to infringe or say anything about a person who does, because there's some women who wear those things because of religion purposes.
Mhm.
And they still look stylish themselves. I see a lot of women who have to wear, for example, the Muslim women. I mean, they have definitely amped it up and with fashion when it
Yeah.
comes to modesty.
Mhm.
So, but if that isn't the case and you're not doing it for religion reasons, question, why am I doing this? Why am I hiding? Why am I not taking some time to really nurture and pour into my fashion and beauty side of myself? Because that needs ministering to just as much as you go out and minister to the world, or just as much as you go out and do what it is that you're doing in your career. When people see you, they need to sometimes see that other side of you that can just be like, don't ever think I don't have it. You know what I mean?
I know
Don't
that's right.
ever question my slay. Hashtag don't question my slay.
Love
I might not rock it every day, boo, but she's in there.
that. It's funny because I love what Beyonce does when it comes to fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce can have on any number of outfits, and you just look at her and go, "Oh, she did
Right.
that." Walk outside and boots, and you like, she did that.
She did
It's the
that.
confidence that comes out
It's,
from the inside out that she can rock anything and it looks good. Rihanna is the same
exactly.
way. But it's their it's their confidence that comes out. Now, has it always been like that for them? No. Beyonce already says that she went through a lot when it came to her self-confidence and her level of beauty. And I mean, she talked about it, and too, they talk about youth, younger girls who look up to them in what look perfect life,
Mm-hmm.
and they get it.
Right. And so one thing I would say when it comes to worrying about what anyone else say, the only thing you should be concerned with thinking, what they're thinking, is wow, I wish I could pull that off like she did. That's it.
Mm.
Because there is so many people when they see you and when you make that decision to show up for yourself, show up for your brand, the only concern of thought that you have, because when you do come out of that box of what your style, what you know when you're wearing things, because I know the other day I had on my fur, and I got that from a really nice designer. Shout outs to Zinga Wear. So I was wearing a fur just to be going to the store, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, who's looking at me? Because it was cold though. It was cold. It called for a
Right.
fur kind of day. But that's not something that I generally would wear. I would want to
Mm.
hide. I do. I don't want nobody seeing me and noticing me. Well, if you want to see me and notice me and I'm going to be out here in this world, I want to be noticed for something. But anyways, I got past that. And the thing is, you got to make a statement. You got to make a statement.
Mm.
And especially if you're a brand, it's okay once in a while. More than
Right.
once, though. More than once. I used to hear that. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Okay. Nicole is just
Yeah, she's
having a challenge.
and so don't want them to talk to me for the wrong reasons. For so long it's been about the outside. She said I'm a trainer and massage therapist and
Ooh.
competing is and by come on, you better go ahead,
Girl,
Nicole.
yeah, Nicole. Girl, go ahead.
Do that. I know that. And you know, that's the other thing. We don't know somebody's background. We don't know
That's
where
true.
what somebody's been through and where they're at in right now. Because when we think of showing up and, style, we think of your hair, we think of your persona, we think of your clothes, your shoes, your jewelry. But guess what? You know what also goes with that? Your smile.
Your smile, yes. Yes, it's so true. So true. Because style is not just, it doesn't just start with when you put on an outfit. It definitely starts with your attitude, because I mean, I'm sure all of us can say we've met some really sharp people and their attitude was just like dirt. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like, ooh, you really need to go take off Gucci boo because you ugly. You's a ugly baby. Gucci ain't making you look pretty at all. Just expensive.
It ain't no justice.
Expensive,
It ain't doing no.
expensive and ugly don't match. I'm sorry, like you can be high and all you want, but if your attitude stink, boo boo. Ah! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stand it.
It's the
I can't
truth.
stand a
It's the
pretty
truth.
looking individual, but their attitude is just funky. Like
Mm-mm.
your whole outfit stink, girl. Go change it. You spent all that money and you still stink. So you're right. It does not. It does not. Style is bigger than just your clothing. But if you
Mm-hmm.
find, so and even with Nicole saying, she find that people are attracted to her for the wrong reasons. But I just feel that we should never allow ourselves to be confined by individuals' hangups. If I want to
Mm-hmm.
go look nice, I'm going to teach you how you want to dress me, or I'm just going to, walk away. But every now and again, you should definitely take some time and walk in a room and look stylish if you need to. But yeah, I
Yes, because we
understand it.
all that when we feel good, when we wearing something that we like and we feel good, we spend a little extra time in the mirror. We take an extra couple
Yes,
pictures and selfies. Listen, we all in the
right.
camera then. Hey.
Yes, like yes.
We are in the
Girl, don't
camera.
we though?
Yes, I
Yes,
love it.
honey.
And I'm not someone that does a whole lot with makeup. So I
Okay.
may do some foundation every weekend, but I don't do a lot with makeup. But when I go to events, of course, we normally have a makeup artist there, and we have
Yes,
the amazing DePaul Norwood,
amazing.
the doll,
DePaul. Yes. Yes.
and he beats the heck out of your face, and then you're like, You walking
Okay.
different. You standing.
Yes, girl, because you
Every
was dancing and stuff. I was like, okay.
the whole persona changes. You're like, oh yeah, oh I did this. Oh,
Right.
look, you start taking
Exactly,
pictures.
girl.
You want to get everybody in, but it's it's that confidence.
Right.
It feels so good, and that's why I appreciate people like that. I appreciate people like you. I appreciate people like DePaul
Thank
who that's what they do. They bring that confidence out of people. Even if they
you.
got to drag it out and screaming sometimes, they pull it
Yes.
out of you and they allow you to be comfortable in where you are. Just
Right.
be comfortable.
Exactly.
Enjoy.
So true. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah, right? Elder Carmen said, right? Cheesing. Yes, indeed, Shalonda. DePaul is an amazing MUA. And you have so many people that,
Hey.
you have people who don't like one thing, they don't like another, they don't like makeup, they don't like short clothes, long clothes, whatever. Listen,
Right.
sometimes you just out all the clutter, shut it all out, and just say, what do I like? And so I'm sitting here laughing because with my girls, that's something that I'm always telling them. Wear what you like. They go, Mom,
Right.
you like this? Do you like this? Mm-mm. Do you like it? Because I'm not wearing
Right.
it. You now they know there's things that you have to do to be respectful. Y'all not going out here with no little itty bitty shorts on. Y'all listen,
Exactly.
we're not going out here. We nothing all cut all down here. We're not doing all that. But they do know that I allow them to some freedom when it comes to fashion. When even if their hair and fashion, as long as you don't go too far left. So
Right.
we always joke. My youngest daughter, we call her our flower child. She's our hippie.
Oh.
One that would literally go outside with shorts on right now and some boots and be okay.
Stop.
That,
No way. Wow. Wow. Girl.
yeah, done it. She had done the
Hippest.
short tees and done some cute little knee boots and been tipping and I'm like, it's cold outside.
Right.
But that,
You sure you my child, girl?
right? Wait a minute. But that's what she likes. So I'm all for it. As long as you're not
Right.
out here looking too far left, we all right. Be
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Exactly. So I like what Nicole said. Can I be real? When I dress, it brings out the sexy and sensual side that I'm trying to keep controlled to married. Okay. Got you.
Ah, understood.
I understand that too.
Oh, and then Tracy said that she said agree. She said she wears a basic dark colored suit for everything. Scared of colors and makeup. Listen, Tracy, I literally just started wearing more colors within the last like 2 years. Everything was black, white, and gray. I promise you, or brown. Black, white, gray, brown. That was it. And it wasn't until the last couple of years, especially with me doing more speaking engagements, the more
Right.
that I go out and do more events, I'm picking up more colors, I'm trying more things, and I'm like, okay, let me try this, let's see how this works. But they gotta drag me out of here, kicking and screaming to go shopping. I promise you.
Well, we live like up the street from each other, so I'm coming in your closet, girl. Don't let me come in your closet and find some stuff because I went to one of my clients' closets and she's like, I never have nothing to wear. Girl, I went there. She had a whole suitcase of accessories, a whole suitcases of accessories that she never wear. And I said, I always see you with this one pair of earrings. What's going on? She have a whole suitcase of accessories. She said, well, I just don't know how to wear it. I said, huh? You just put them on, all these accessories, girl. Don't play with me.
Right?
But it was
All the
so
time.
crazy. Less than 3 minutes, I had put together 5 outfits for her to wear Monday through Friday. And she was blown away with using the pieces that she already had in her
Wow.
closet, because she was always afraid to wear some of the pieces, the colors. So I say, Tracy, Altovise. Oh, Altovise, you stepped up because you said you wear color. But if you don't want to do color, use black as your foundation and just build upon it. Maybe let your shoes be color. Let
Mm-hmm.
your blazer be some color. Or if you don't want to do the color blazer, do some accessories that's going to pop for you. Because our
Right.
melanin needs color. Our melanin needs color. It just brightens up our skin tone.
And so Nicole says she needs to find a balance between being that I can wear something that looks sexy, and but I can still be presentable. I'm not, I'm not out here, presenting myself like I'm trying to attract everything that come past.
Right. Because Nicole got that fitness body going on.
Right?
She like, I already know I get turned up the moment I put on a dress.
And you got to think too, even with the dresses, I think that there are some of the dresses that are cut different that you can do now.
Yeah, right.
They're cut different. I'm a huge fan of the now I'm gonna say it wrong. Is it the asymmetrical dresses where it's low in the front, high in the back? No, it's high in the front, low in the back.
Yes, yes.
there's different there's different dresses like that where or even the ones the plume tops and plume dresses
Oh,
where it flares.
the peplum
There you
dresses.
go.
Or you don't have to do a peplum dress. You can just do a peplum top. A peplum top with a nice, I was going to say maybe a mini skirt, but because it's wintertime, you can definitely play up your tights, your colorful tights, your color tights with some really nice boots, you know? So it's so much you can do in terms of, you can layer your pieces for the wintertime. So where Nicole
I think
is
that
maybe,
too,
yeah.
because me is always, everybody always talked about my hips and my backside, like always from childhood, always my hips and my backside, and having kids didn't help. So,
So do you find it have been your areas that you wanted to hide, or?
so a lot of times it was. I found that when I started losing weight, I didn't want to hide it as much because because I started having a like the figure started to come out, and I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah, you have a
she's a
really
little
nice
cute.
figure. Yeah,
She's a little all right. She all right.
exactly.
But yeah, that was a big piece for me because I can put on like bottoms. Top, I might be able to wear a medium, sometimes even a small. But when it comes
Uh-huh.
to the bottom, it don't work. And so for me, dresses were a nightmare. They were a
Really?
nightmare.
Wow.
One size in the front and in the back, they would rise all up.
Girl. I was just thinking about that song. That song came to my mind. Oh my gosh. You know, the Altovise got a big old butt. Oh yeah.
Right? That was
Yay.
it. That was it. And so that was what it was. It was that was the issue that I had. But I found
Right.
that as I started to shop a little bit more and find some other designs and some other styles, I found a few things that I like in style wise. I don't do a whole like when it comes to the form-fitting dresses, that's one of my problems. I always, in the back of my mind, I'm always like tugging on the dress. Now, mind you, when we
I
were in
know.
Atlanta, the black dress, that one was, but even the black all black dress that I had, I was still like pulling it down and pulling it down. And that one came all the
Right.
way down to my knees, but it's just
It was just your conscience telling you it's rising up.
exactly.
Yeah. Just being overly conscious about it.
Oh, Nicole said, at least you don't have an ironing board like some like other people.
Oh my gosh. Girl, ain't no ironing board over there.
Not at all. And somebody said something to me, and it like I don't pay attention to it as much now. And so when the person made mention of it, I was just like, oh yeah, we're kids will do that to you. I just kept going in the conversation.
Right. Exactly.
Sorry. but it does. It's a and they said this has been a very honest conversation. This is an honest conversation that a lot of people as authors, entrepreneurs, and speakers, we don't have this conversation. And
Yeah.
we kind of try to fit into everybody else's mold and fit everybody else's, brand style and idea of what it is we're supposed to look like when we show up. And then we
Right.
end up having issues.
That's true. Big issues. And one thing, if the pantyhose aren't fitting right, it's going to knock off the whole speaking thing. Just saying, it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah. So it's those little things that can definitely be a determined factor if you're going to show up on that stage with confidence. It's like you're speaking and you got a big old run. It's just those little things. So I guess to silence those things, it is being true to yourself. And that's what I always like to do with my clients. I don't want them to walk around dressing and looking like me, but I do want them to learn what their language is. And when they show out in the world, and when they decide to show up for themselves, they already have the foundation to do so. The basis, which is very
I
important.
agree. Yes,
Very
indeed.
important.
So, guys, how are you showing up this year when you do your live events, even when you go live? Because that was the other thing was now I already was honest earlier in the broadcast and told y'all I'm semi-lazy. So I'm the broadcaster that would have on a cute shirt and the earrings and might even have the hair did and have on my pajama pants. I'm so
Girl, it's all
honest
good.
and so
Cause long, right. Just show up
at least I'm
from
sticky.
top, not the bottom, from just top.
Yeah, just top half, just top half. And so I had to say to myself, no, if I'm going to show up, I'm going to show up 100%. So that meant that I had to start making sure that I put on some pants and things like that. And the one day my daughter was like, "Where are you going?" And I said, nowhere. She said, "Well, why are you dressed?" I said, "I'm going live." She said,
I'm
"But
like,
you got on
excuse
pants
me.
too."
Like, can you get out of my business, little girl?
I said, "Oh my goodness, that is so horrible." That is horrible.
Right.
Yes. So I stepped it up this year, y'all. I'm gonna have on pants
Okay.
when I'm live. So if I end up by happenstance, y'all not gonna see no pajama pants.
Right.
Y'all gonna see.
Did you see Keisha's comment?
Oh yeah, she said she has her own style because she doesn't like seeing my twins in the streets. She said as if it was a sale on my outfit. So
Right.
that's something I love finding those different outfits. Like one a
Right.
dress that I'm going to be wearing when I go to a trip. I'm going to a trip to Hawaii. The dress that I have is a dress that was bought in Africa, and I absolutely love it. So why I had to make sure that I'm trimming down at the waist
Ooh.
because going there and busting
Yes.
out a dress.
Right.
But
Exactly.
it was brought back um, by my brother-in-law in Kenya, and it's so beautiful. And I'm like, it's a signature look. I can do a basic shoe, basic earrings, and I mean, the dress is just bad. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But I love that. I
Okay.
love finding that are different like that because they stand out. They stand out. I like that.
Right.
Now I
Exactly.
don't always like to stand out.
Exactly.
Pieces stand out.
Exactly. And that's funny that you mentioned that because that's what I do. And I know there's women out there who love cutting edge fashions, who love to have exclusive pieces. And that's why I do what I do in terms of providing the shopping excursions with taking women around the world to these hottest fashion districts because like Keisha said, she don't want to see her twins. I love you, boo boo, but I do not want to see you wearing my dress that I know I paid like a good $200 or $300 for it. Or even if I didn't, I still don't want to see you with it on. Dang.
It,
Like, and then
exactly, exactly.
here's the saying. If here's the thing you don't want to hear. Oh, I like your dress. I got that in color blue. Okay. And I'm about to go get it in red too.
And you
Okay. And
just be
then they
standing
be
there.
all loud. Like, can I have my moment with my dress on without you telling me you got this in red, blue, and green? Thank you. Oh, goodness.
Oh my goodness. It definitely says a lot. And I know that I have some places that I like to shop. I know as far as when it comes to thrifts, I love Plato's Closet.
Yes.
And I finding like little spots here and there that I'll go in. I might find some things that I like. Um, but I can't stand like I don't like going into the mall. Oh my goodness, I don't like going into the mall.
Girl. That was the whole reason why when I started Fashion Week Chic Tour, I wanted to highlight boutiques because boutiques, it gives you a certain type of experience than when you go into a shopping mall. You know what I mean? It's just different. So I'm very big on making sure the lady feel catered to, the whole shopping incentives. I think just that personal experience is what you miss when you go into the mall. It's like this big old space of things, and you just like I don't. It's just too many people. I don't feel like I'm being catered to, all that. So I
I
get
think
it.
that's what it is. I don't like it. And even with Plato's Closet, a lot of times, you don't have anybody like, helping you to shop around. It's like it's an interesting size store, but you're
It
always
is.
finding some things because I don't go
You
to the
do.
mall. I'm finding little cute shirts and dresses and
Exactly.
pants, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'll get this.
Hmm.
And don't ask me about going nowhere on Black Friday.
Girl.
If I got to buy it on
Girl.
Black Friday and at the store to buy it, I'm not
It's
getting
gonna be there.
it.
It's sure. It's sure. I
it's
understand.
it's going to
I
stay
understand.
there.
And it's funny. I'm not a big shopper myself. I do love to shop for my clients. I do love to do that. And I love to just make women feel fabulous, to esteem their confidence, and just to really pour into them. And so that's what I do. I know that I do a lot with style, but once I get that one-on-one connection with the woman, I really love to kind of like see where she is in terms of just building her up again and restoring those parts of her that may be torn down. And when I did a trip when I did the Thrifty Girls Takeover, where I took the ladies on the shopping excursions to various thrift and vintage boutiques. My clients, one of the ladies that came on there, never met her, and she was talking about some of her problems she's having with her wardrobe as far as her closet. And she was like, I got just so much stuff. I have 3 rooms full of clothes that I never worn. And we was laughing and kikiing a little bit over it. And then I was watching her expressions, and it was becoming like it was very serious, where, it wasn't funny anymore to her. It was obviously something that she has been struggling with for such a long time. Just being able to get a handle with all this stuff she has, and don't really have the confidence to wear none of it. And so when I went into her closet, I was just so blown away. She had like 3 pairs of shoes, different colors, same shoe, 2 of them that never been worn. It was just like so mind blowing. But
Yeah.
she
I
felt,
think
just meeting.
working with working in retail, I saw that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That there were a lot of women that would come in and they would just shop just to shop. They would
Yeah.
shop and buy shoes and buy shoes and buy shoes. And some would wear them, a lot wouldn't. Like they would wear it for that one time and then that was it.
Right.
But they were coming in just buying and buying.
Yeah. So and so when I got into her closet, I was just really impressed with all the things that she had. But then it allowed me to really talk to her a little more. And I'm not a counselor or a therapist or anything like that, but I can tell that there's some things that was going on there. And in any case, just being there just to even be a voice and support is just, I enjoy that as well. Because
I
when
love it.
we were on this shopping excursion, I'm sorry, I was saying when it was on this shopping excursion, I can tell that was a big concern and big issue for her.
And that's
So,
saying a lot.
ladies, if you need
And
some
then
help with getting that wardrobe, that closet together, I am here.
indeed, I want you. Oh, thank you, Matthew. Hey, Brent. Hey, Michelle. How are you? And so, guys, thank you guys for joining in. This is the Speaking Podcast where we talk about the behind the scenes of what it is to be a speaker or an author. And today it's all about, listen, how you show up is how you show up for your brand. It's how your brand shows up. As the speaker, as the author, as an entrepreneur, you are the face of your brand. And if you choose to show up
Exactly.
any old type of way, then that's literally how your brand is showing up in that particular space. And so we've been talking with Violesia Tull, and talking really great conversation. So if I go back and replay part of that, all the juice you out there, haven't done so already, share it. Hit that subscribe button, share out the broadcast on social media. We greatly see them how to and how to find you.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Oh, tell
I
them
couldn't
how
hear
they
you. It
can
was
get in
breaking.
contact. Oh, tell them how they can get in contact with you and where they can find your book.
Okay. Awesome. So you can go get in contact with me by going to fashionablychictour.com. Also on Instagram as well as on Facebook. But to really connect with me, please go to fashionablychictour.com, where you can be a part of this amazing community and what it is that I'm doing. And get on some shopping excursions, revamp your wardrobe, do some personal shopping, just connect. If you need a buddy to go shopping with you, I'm your girl. I can certainly assist you with doing so. And then we have a community of traveling fashionistas where we're taking women to Paris, to Dubai, to New York, to Milan, to all these fabulous fashion districts around the world, as I stated earlier. So connect with me again, fashionablychictour.com. and I'll post it in the comment section.
Great, great, great. I love it. And guys, don't forget again that this particular episode is being sponsored by the Power of Words Telesummit. If you want more information about that, go to bit.ly/word power summit. That's bit.ly/word power summit. And then also, if you are a speaker or an author and you would love to be a guest on my podcast, come on in. What are you waiting for? Go to bit.ly/speakeasy podcast, all lowercase, and you can schedule a time for you to be able to come on as a guest. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you that have been shared out the broadcast. We love and appreciate your reactions and your shares. It's always great. And we always come back, guys, in the comments. So if you're catching this on YouTube, Violesia's information will be in the description box below the video. If you're on Facebook, it'll be in the comments. Yeah. Okay, Michael. And as always, until next time, don't forget to press it out. See you guys.
Bye. Thank you.